Good evening to everyone. Hi, I am Shivraj Sagar from Latur, Maharashtra. Today I am going to tell you the very interesting story which is related to the Mahabharat, and you know that there is a very famous character in the Mahabharat, Kunti. Kunti was a girl of a famous king, and there was a there was a Mahayagya which was done by the Durvas Rishi, and because of the Durvas Rishi, Kunti was got pregnant. It is said that in the Mahabharata. But when she got pregnant, there was a question for him, her, what shall I do? Because a child without a marriage, it is not proper in our Indian culture. Perhaps Kunti was thinking about the society. She was not thinking about her own small child. She was thinking about the society at that time. Because what would people say about me? I am the characterless girl. They will blame to me, they will fault to me. She was thinking at that time. But there was a question for her because every mother always loves to her own child in the world, and she was not ready to float her own child putting in the wooden box. But I am telling to you about the wooden box. Why? Because when she got pregnant, she gave a birth to a small child, and as she gave a birth to a small child, there was too much raining outside the palace. The wind was widely blowing on the air, and she suddenly went to her maid named Dhatri. Dhatri, please tell me what shall I do? Because I have given a birth to a small child, but it is not my husband's child. It is Maharishi Durvas Rishi's Mahayagya child. Then what shall I do? Please tell me. What will people think about me? What shall I do? Then Dhatri advised him to leave the child, putting in the wooden box and float it on the water. And hearing the sentence of the Dhatri, Kunti became very sad. She was not ready to float the child, putting in the small box on the water. And but Dhatri pursued her, and after a long time, Kunti Kunti became ready to leave her own small child, very lovely and beautiful child, putting in the wooden box on the water, and there was a midnight. Everybody was sleeping in the palace, and Kunti and her maid Dhatri came out of the palace, and the wooden box was floated by her on the water, and the wooden box went on and there was a horse caretaker who was washing the horse in the water. He saw there is a wooden box, and he caught it, and he saw there was a very beautiful and small child in the wooden box. And who was, but there is a question, who was in the wooden box? There was Karn, Kunti's small lovely child named Karn was in that wooden box. But and this with that wooden box, Karn's luck was going opposite him, because because indeed Karna was Karna was born in the royal family, but but his own mother left him thinking about the society, thinking about her prestige, and Karna was growing up at the in the home of the horse caretaker. He became a good person in the horse caretaker's house, and but there, there was a horse taker who was serving her own master, and his master was from the Hastinapur. The and at that time there was a question, and when Draupadi insulted Karn, you cannot put on the garland in my neck because being you are not belong from the royal family, and she insulted to the Karn, and there were many questions in the mind of the Karn. I am from the royal family, and in my whole life I am being insulted from anyone, and everyone is insulting me. Then what shall I do? What shall I do? Because all wealth, all the kingdom is mine, but but there but his own brother were unknown that her Karna was their own brother, and Kunti had not told to Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev that Karna is your brother. Why? Because she was thinking about her prestige, she was thinking about the society, and Karna said to Ashwathama, what shall I to do? Please tell me. Then Ashwathama was very clever. He told to the Karn, Karn, do you know about the pimple tree or fig tree? Understand? Do you know about the pimple tree? Yes, I have known about the pimple tree. But what is the difference between about the among the all trees and the pimple tree? I don't know what is the difference between the pimple tree and all the trees. But Ashwathama told to the Karn, there is only one difference. Pimple tree, fig tree always peep through the stones, and its own place is at the peak of the temple. There are the big stones, but pimple tree Pimple tree live there facing the windy storms, too much rain, too much heat. It means the pimple tree has a patience. You must have the patience. You must not lose the patience if you want to achieve something. This message was given to the Karna by the Ashwathama. It is the real story of the Mahabharat, because many times Karna was insulted by Draupadi, by Karna, by Bhim, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, and he was very angry. But Ashwathama told him, "You must live like the pimple tree who who is facing who faces the all windy storms and too much rain. You must live like that in your life." And the moral story is, there are many difficulties in our life, there are many problems in our life, many people insult us, but don't lose the patience. Having the patience you must be in your lives. battle. This is the message of my story. Have a good night.